my hang up with Floyd Mayweather when he refers to himself as the best ever, and when other people actually think that he's even in the conversation. This is my problem. All right? When you think of any all-time great, let's just pick a couple out of the air. All right? You could pick Sugar Ray Leonard. You could pick Hagler. And I'm just saying recent guys, you know. If you want to pick a Jersey Joe Walcott or Jack Dempsey or Sugar Ray Robinson or Carmen Basilio, you can name those, okay? Then, when you name those all-time greats, you say to yourself, okay, what was great? Can you think of 3 great moments from Sugar Ray Robinson, right? And, of course, you're going to say, oh, man, the Jake LaMotta fight. I mean, oh, that was great. You know, that fight was a great fight. You know, the moment in that fight, you know, you think of course, the Carmen Basilio fights. You know, you think of even him losing at Yankee Stadium against Joey Maxim. You know, I mean, there's so many things, great moments that come to mind when you think of Sugar Ray Robinson. You could even take Mike Tyson. You take Mike Tyson. Forget all of his knockouts and his excitement. Think of 3 exciting moments, and a million of them come to my mind. You know, I could think of, Michael Spinks, him knocking out Michael Spinks, the knockout over Trevor Berbick that put him on the map when Trevor Berbick was doing the Billy C shuffle after 12 scotches. You know, I mean, come on, there's just so many of them, right? And it goes on and on. Now I ask you this. Give me one, not 3, give me one great moment of Floyd Mayweather's career. One great moment. Don't tell me that he made $200 million. Don't tell me that he's undefeated. Don't tell me that he wins against this guy and Pacquiao. And this. I want a moment. I want a Mike Tyson knocking out Michael Spinks moment. I want a Jerry Cooney knocking out Kenny Norton moment. I want a moment that's exciting, that will make you remember a guy like Floyd Mayweather and say, oh, man, this guy was an all-time great. Give me a moment, because I guarantee you can't think of one. He's a boring-ass fighter. Let's face it. He's a good fighter, and he's the best of this generation. No doubt. There's no doubt. He proved that 2 weeks ago, that he's the best of this generation. The only guy that we wanted him to fight, and I'm not going to use, they waited too long. I'm not using any of that. They both aged at the same pace, and they fought. He got it done. I'm okay with it. You know, I give him the credit. He's the best of this era. There's no question about it. He's going to be in the list of all-time greats, but he's not the best. And quite honestly, I don't even think he's got a little bit of excitement in his fights. The most exciting fight, the most exciting thing I can think of with Mayweather happens to be the Canelo fight. When he stood in there, he actually stood in and was throwing punches. But that's because he knew that Canelo couldn't throw a punch unless he was right in front, locked in place. Anyway,